bringing you the latest information. Special Mix Media.
Hi, this is Special Mix, and I have the privilege of interviewing one of the most prominent vocals from the UK reggae industry, Mr. Michael Gordon. Good evening, Mr. Michael. How are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm fine and fabulously well.
Well, I gave you a nice introduction. It is fitting because you are what I would call one of the pioneers in regards to reggae music from the UK. Can you give a little bit of a background of your involvement and development in the industry, especially for our listeners who may know a little bit about you but not enough to get to know exactly who is Michael Gordon?
Okay, that's cool. I'm Michael Gordon, an artist from the UK. I'm actually celebrating my 40th year in the UK reggae music industry. Started out in a band called The Investigators. We had about 7 number 1 hits back here in the UK. The music that I'm more known for is called Lovers Rock. And we are sort of like one of the founder peoples of that phenomenon, if you like. The Lovers Rock music is basically an extension of Jamaican music. We were just only emulating our peers. And listening to this music that we grew up on via our parents and uncles and aunts and so on and so forth. I actually grew up in Jamaica for 10 years. I went there when I was about 4 years old. Came back here in the UK when I was about 14. And listened to the likes of John Holt and Carol Blanton and Jimmy London and people like that. So the influence was there when I arrived back in England, and it was just a question of tapping into that, really.
Right, and like you mentioned, UK Lovers Rock. We know there is a title there in a sense that people always call it UK Lovers Rock. They don't just call it Lovers Rock because I know Jamaica later on tried to have it as their version of Lovers Rock, but it didn't really work very well for them.
I'm really glad you picked up on that because the term Lovers Rock was actually a UK thing.
Right.
You know, it started in the UK, and when it became entrenched and well known, then the Jamaicans picked up on it differently, and they have a term called Jamaican Lovers Rock.
Right.
So the term Lovers Rock actually instigated from the UK, and like I said, we were just basically emulating our Jamaican peers, and it's a softer sound.
Right.
Because
but also for the same time though, that really was the time when men and women really danced. I mean, Lovers Rock, you can't do Lovers Rock a man alone or a woman alone. A man and woman had to dance. Well, the reason why actually I'm saying that is because the music of today, whether it's slow or fast, you know, you've got men on one side, women on one side, and they're not really communicated well. Actually, Lovers Rock created a lot of families. Put it that way.
Absolutely. The term Lovers Rock actually epitomizes the idea of two people coming together, i.e. male and female, and doing this slow dance. Can you even call it a dance? We call it crop down.
It was more of a tangling of two people intertwining.
It was very intimate.
It was
very intimate. I wouldn't even call it whining. It's just a dance that, you know, things were happening. You know, it's just between two people on the dance floor.
I suppose your name and your group's name, like Michael Gordon and the Investigators, I'm sure your name were in a lot of divorce papers.
I suppose some people like to try it, but I mean, that's what's kept me going. I mean, you know, that's my claim to fame in a sense. Investigators were just a huge part of that movement,
right?
You know, and people have said to me, no word of a lie. People over the years and still do, you know, labels were created to those things.
Right,
trust
exactly.
Me. As well as other artists, we were responsible for some labels.
Exactly. Moving forward to today, as significant as you was when it came to Lovers Rock and what you did in the past, you have a song which is very significant to the movements of today, which is Black Lives Matter. Now, you are one of the artists who stepped out of that circle of quietness and decided to put your voice against something which is very, very public. And it could go both ways. There are people who don't like the issue of Black Lives Matter and people who do. And I'm talking about black and white people. But you've decided to put yourself on one side. Can you explain to the listeners and viewers why?
Well, for anyone who don't like it, that would be their hang-up, you know, and everyone's entitled to their hang-ups, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm doing something that, writing that song is very powerful for me, very meaningful for me. The only voice I really have is being a musician or a singer-songwriter. There's nothing else I could do but put pen to paper. And because of what's been happening of late, I mean, it's been happening all the time, but of late it's just more out there in your face because, you know, social media and so on and so forth exposes it more. certain things that are just happening around the world, in particular in America, just moved me.
Mm-hmm.
And when this song came to me, it was just so powerful. And once I had the chorus, our Black Lives Matter. Look at my brother's blood you splatter. Demean and disrespect our sisters. To our children, that just moved me. And once I had something, it was like I rang up my producer. Listen, I've got something here. It's really touching me, and I need to move on this fast. Sometimes you have a lot of time in the studio, to do things, especially with the digital age. You can go back and fix things, and you can take weeks and ends. But this was a song I needed to move on really, really quickly. Perfect. And he just accommodated that. The song was only recorded a couple of weeks now. I only let it off last week.
Perfect.
We recorded it, mixed it, mastered it, and it's out there in the world. And it's something I'm very proud of. It's very dear to me.
Perfect.
It's not a song out there to say make money or for me to be famous.
Right.
It's just a song that means a lot to me and my people, and this is my voice.
Well, Mr. Michael Gordon, would you like to sing the intro to Black Lives Matter, because this is going to be a TV World exclusive.
Our Black Lives Matter. Look at my brother's blood you splatter. Demean and disrespect our sisters. To our children, they are mothers. Our Black Lives Matter. You hate your bigotry, we will share. You think that slavery is still there? Mad intolerance is now my master.
Nice. Now we're going to bring in Black Lives Matter.
Them trigger happy. Said them a try to kill me out. Yes, them trigger happy. Black people, can you hear me now? We demand human rights. We cry out for justice. Government law enforcement, you can't be trusted. Drawing your guns with your bayonets, but now you're busted. Retaliation chant my nation in response for your killings. Our Black Lives Matter. Look at my brother's blood you splatter. Demean and disrespect our sisters. To our children, they are mothers. Our Black Lives Matter. Your hate, your bigotry, we will shatter. You think that slavery is still there? Mad intolerance is now my master. And when you see me not go run. Look at these cowards brandishing weapons. Dirty Babylon, pernicious scum. You got no power, it's just an illusion. Black Lives Matter. Look at my brother's blood you splatter. Demean and disrespect our sisters. To our children, they are mothers. Our Black Lives Matter. Your hate, your bigotry, we will shatter. You think that slavery is still there? Mad intolerance is now my master.
For those watching, that's Black Lives Matter, and we have Michael Gordon on the phone from the UK. Before I let you go, would you like to say something to the people who are watching and also listening to you around the world?
I'd like to take this opportunity to say hello. This is Michael Gordon. I'm here. I've been doing this thing for 40 years. Black Lives Matter is a very important song. I'm more known for love songs, but I have written quite a few social comment songs in the past. What I'd also like to say is that, in this world and what's going on in this time, we just all need to live together, black, white, pink or yellow. The song is not a song against white people or whatever. It's a song that embraces humanity, and it embraces the fact that, at the end of the day, this is not what we're here for. We're not here to hate. We're not here to kill. We're not here to name. We're here to be human beings, and it's a human world. Yeah, it's a human family. I'm hopefully this song will, bring that to light, as well as any other song that focus on the fact that, brutality will never play a part. Racism will never play a part. God will always be smiling down and saying, you know what? Yeah, I'm here for the duration. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Michael Gordon. And we'll keep in contact, and I really appreciate you giving your time to come all the way from the UK on the Special Mix Show. Really appreciate it.
Both ways, my brother. Yeah? Give thanks.
Okay, take care.
Bringing you the latest information. Special Mix Media.